it's about to be a great weekend, and hopefully this can help you out before any awkward situations go down.
Socializing will may come naturally to some, but it sure doesn't come easily to others. On Reddit, there was a question about what the most awkward thing I've done in a serious situation is, and the comments did not disappoint. Here are a few. Instead of saying enjoy as I dropped off my table's food, I said good luck and have no clue why. It seemed so threatening, and I just walked away. I tried leaving the conversation too fast and knocked over a server and everyone's food. Ooh, at a funeral, a man's side chick showed up and accidentally introduced her as the deceased girlfriend. My God.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward. So for today's Fill in the Blank Friday, we want to know the most awkward thing I have done in a serious situation. Rock T, what about you?
Guilty, man. I passed gas in a corporate meeting.
Yeah. It happened. You can't hold.
Dog.
Yeah, that happened to me at altar call. You got to go and kneel down. You're trying to give your life over to the Lord, and then that devil in your stomach.
Oh, dog.
Yes, yeah, that's pretty bad, Brett.
Oh, I can't think of that right now. Come back to me.
The same thing Rati said.
Shut up. I knew you was going to say that. I
Same
I pass
damn
gas
thing.
all the time, though. It ain't no accident.
You sure do. You don't be playing about yours.
Hey, I let you know.
Maria.
I was on a Southwest flight, and the flight attendant came up to me, and she was like, "Did you have a dance group at FAMU?" And I did. I had a little dance troupe. She's like, "Yeah." Because I auditioned and I didn't make it. And it was just, I was like, oh my God. Like, I went to FAMU in like 2000. And so it's just like, it was just really awkward in that moment. Like, she remembered it. And she just looked like she was still salty about not making an audition.
What about you, Gary?
I've been trying to think. I don't do awkward stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you do.
Every day.
Really?
It's your messy self. Yeah, every day.
I don't know. Pray for me.
Yeah.
Gary, the awkward thing you do that you've done around me is you start speaking, and all of us know about this. When Gary's speaking to a person that's not an American, he speaks to them as if they're deaf, or as if he speaks really slowly. Like if we're talking to an Asian person or an Indian person, Gary say, "Hi, do you have a like?" Gary, the person is not hard of hearing. They just
You do that.
Is that awkward?
yes, it's awkward, and they speak perfect English, and it's like, what are you doing right now?
What about you, Special K?
I started laughing uncontrollably at a guest pastor who was preaching at my mama church, and I started laughing uncontrollably because he was bombing. His sermon was bombing. Rick, you know what I'm talking about? You know when them pastors think they're killing it and none of it is landing? And it's like, ain't nobody shouting, ain't nobody clapping, ain't nobody co-signing. It's like, you just bombing, bro.
And he was up there preaching hard and sweating.
And he thought he was killing it. And my mom was pinching me. And the worse he got, the more I could not stop laughing. And it was just so awkward. I'm like, oh man, you are dying a slow death up there.
I was asked to leave a church. I was playing the organ at this church over at it's called Lively Stone Missionary Baptist Church. I was playing the organ. It was in the maybe the early 2000s, maybe like the late 90s. I was playing the organ over there, and it was an 80-year-old deacon. He was real light skinned. Rest in peace, Brother Johnson. He had custody of his granddaughter who was 16, and he was real light skinned. He had white hair, had a little afro, and I came to church. I got on the organ. Brett, his granddaughter dyed his hair jet black. I looked at him, and then I looked back at the organ, and we were singing some church, and then I looked over there, and this lady named Penny was sitting behind him. Her shoulders was just going up and down, cause she had sense that I had saw it. And all I saw him, he was real light. He was lighter than you, Rocky. And his hair was super jet, the Whispers twins. Just
looking like
jet.
Ron Isley.
Ron Isley, Bernie Mac on the Kings of Comedy had a perfect look, jet black afro. He was in his 80s. Man, I was playing that organ with tears rolling down. And then finally, the pastor came over and said, hey, man, look, he just gave me my money. He said, just go ahead and take the rest of the day off. And then when he asked me to leave, I didn't have the strength to pick up my keys because I ain't had no feelings in my hand. And this man named Jerome had to come and help me get up off help me get up off the organ. The man had to walk me to my car. Then when I got to my car, I can't open my car door. I was so tickled. I ain't had no feeling in my body. I was crying. I sat in the car, couldn't start my car up because I was in the car sweating. It was about 90 degrees. I was sweating, screaming, crying, and laughing at the same time, about to have a heat stroke. Man, I couldn't even. That really happened. So everything happened to me. It happened in church. I don't know which was that when that lady came up there to pick up that flower from that funeral when they was coming around to take the flowers in the casket out of the church. And that lady picked up that flower and her drawers came down. That was at the same church. And after that, they fired me. After that, I had to go find another church to play it because I was done. They bagged her up and sat on the front row and pulled her drawers up. The elastic was gone out of her underwear. Y'all get at me. 866-9 Rickey. What's that? All right, good morning.
My name is Jay, and the most awkward situation that I've been in was I had to go to a Northeast convention. Rickey should know about this, and I had a little cold, and my mom gave me some castor oil to try to clean up my cold. So when I was up there speaking to the people, I sneezed, and when I sneezed, snot came out my nose, and a little poop came out as well.
Oh.
My name is Karen. The most awkward thing I ever done was they hosted, and we had to march in. And it was so hot, and they said, okay, we're not going to wear stockings. Take your stockings off. We had to march down the aisle going in. So I took my stockings off, but I didn't have any underwear on. My name is Denisha Williams. I'm calling from Jackson, Alabama. The most awkward thing I ever did was wipe my ass with a sock.
Yeah, this is Kevin from Dallas. And one time I was in an interview, and I felt something in my nose, so I wiped my nose, flicked my finger, and it was actually a booger. The booger went on a dude that was interviewing me glasses.
Yeah, my most awkward situation is I finally got a chance to deal with this girl that I've been wanting to get with, and while we was doing our thing, I had to pass gas really bad, and I started passing gas, and she started telling everybody I was creeping.
Hey, y'all know Lieutenant Caroline Mason from Memphis.
Yeah.
Be on First 48.
Yep.
She told me that she was interviewing somebody that had did a murder down at the casino in Mississippi, because you can drive from Memphis down to the little casino in Mississippi right across the state line, and that dude had did a murder, and he didn't know that the detectives was on to him, and then when he found out that they had evidence that he did that murder, she said he fought it for about 12 minutes straight, nonstop. Yes, sir. She said they had to get out there, and they had to get out of the. I have to let her tell it.
That's kind of impressive, though, when you think about it.
What?
12 minutes straight?
That's nervous right there, dog.
Oh yeah,
that's impressive.
Yes, sir. That's something. Hey, if y'all could not get through, y'all hit us up on our website, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.